Welcome back to another Millennial in-depth video. My future rich friends in the making. How are you doing today on this beautiful, whatever day it is? We'll just insert day here. I'm going to talk about why I decided to leave Robinhood. You know, what were the three really main, no nip slips here. What were the three main reasons that I chose to go to a different brokerage account? And really just, open up the conversation with all things Robinhood going on in the internet. So I started investing in 2016 and I had a Capital One brokerage account. And then I think circa 2018, Capital One sold all of their accounts that had less than $100,000 invested to E-Trade. So I was then brought over to E-Trade, and I've had E-Trade ever since, and I've really enjoyed them. I've had a great experience with them. I have nothing terrible to say about E-Trade. I opened up a brokerage account with Robinhood in January of 2020, so about 10 months. So I haven't really had them for too long, and the reason I decided to open up an account with Robinhood was because I was interested in buying fractional shares. Now, I'm a really big index fund kind of person. I'm a long-term investor. I don't do day trading. I don't do forex trading. I don't do any of that. I do mostly index funds and ETFs and things like that. I'm more of a as play it safe kind of girl, low cost index funds with less volatility. Yes, I try not to be super conservative because I know I am, a younger investor and it's better to be aggressive, but I still, I like to make sure my money is doing pretty well, and index funds are a really great way to do that. If you do not know what index funds are, please watch this video that I will link right up here so you can get your info on my Stock Tip Tuesday playlist. But E-Trade doesn't offer fractional shares for individual stocks or for index funds, only through mutual funds. And I really wasn't investing too much I'm not investing at all in mutual funds really. So I decided to go to Robinhood in order to buy fractional shares for when I decide to buy individual stocks. So things like Amazon, things like Google, things like Tesla and Apple prior to their split. I was buying fractional shares on Robinhood, just, throwing my money in there, building and building and building, because I'm not a huge individual stock person. And then with a couple of things that I didn't really like about Robinhood, or I didn't really think worked for me or my investing style, and just, my investing style is growing and changing and evolving, and the way we approach money always changes and grows and evolves. And so, they no longer really met those needs. But really what pushed me, it was two main things that pushed me really. I decided to finally open up a Roth IRA. I have been talking about the benefits of it so much on Instagram, and it's just like embarrassing at this point that I didn't have one on my own. And the main reason that I didn't have one, even though I knew how amazing they were, is because I have a tax deferred annuity with my job, and my job also offers a pension plan instead of a 401k. And for a long time, I was just like, oh, that's probably enough. And then I'm like, no, it's really not. You're trying to be a millionaire. You're trying to have this huge net worth. Open up an IRA, girl. Do it and stop wasting your damn time. And so I finally opened up a Roth IRA, and I opened it up with Vanguard. And I really like simplicity, especially when managing my money. I don't want anything confusing. That's why I like to present my information to you really straightforward and clear. And so I didn't want to have a brokerage account on E-Trade, a brokerage account on Robinhood, an IRA on Vanguard, and then, savings on Capital One and savings all over here. So I was really trying to consolidate where all of my money was. And after tons of research, I decided to open up my Roth IRA with Vanguard. And this is not a sponsored video with Vanguard. This is not a video bashing Robinhood either. But because I decided to open up my Roth IRA with Vanguard due to the low fees and just amazing customer service that I've heard from all of the other users that I've spoken to that have it, I decided to transition my brokerage account from Robinhood over to Vanguard. Now, it was super easy. Literally just had to fill in some information and a couple of clicks. In 5 minutes, Vanguard was like, we're on it, and did the transfer for me, so I didn't have to do anything. The only thing that kind of sucked essentially was that all of my partial fractional shares, they sold them, and it'll just be cash, or it's sitting as cash in my Vanguard account for now until I reinvest it move the money around elsewhere, because Vanguard does not offer fractional shares, just like E-Trade, unless you're buying mutual funds. So that was just one thing that I was like, all right, I'm putting on my big girl investing pants, so it's fine. Something else that I really didn't like about Robinhood was that you cannot open a custodial account. So if you have kids, which I am, this is not a pregnancy announcement, because I feel like in the comments room, like, you trying to tell us something? I feel like, I'm moving more in the direction of having kids in the very near future. And so I want to be able to open up a custodial account for them. And again, I don't want my accounts to be in 700 different places. So that is definitely something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, especially if you're trying to, present yourself as this really amazing, all-encompassing brokerage account. People have kids, right? They want to, they want to make sure their kids are rich. So I didn't like the fact that they didn't have custodial accounts. And I find that Robinhood is very beginner friendly in the sense that it makes things really simple and it makes things really easy, and the app was amazing, their website was amazing, they use emojis, which I think is really cute, and it's just really celebratory. But I think where the pitfalls are for beginners are they don't really provide a lot of sources of education and teaching about investing and teaching about how the stock market works, and I'm all about teaching. I'm a teacher. So I feel like that's one of their pitfalls, and I don't like that, especially, if I'm recommending it and putting my name and attaching it to this, like, I use this, I have a different sense or a different level of education in the stock market. And so I know to do certain things, I know not to do certain things. And so I feel like recommending Robinhood, especially for beginner investors who don't have a lot of knowledge in the stock market, I never want to put any of my followers in a position where they're like, I listened to Millennial in debt and I lost all my money. Like, nah, sis, I'm trying to make you richer. I'm not trying to make you poorer. So that's just the thing. Although I always say, do your own research, get your own financial advisor. I never want to be a part of making people lose money. So that was just my feelings on Robinhood. It's no hard feelings, they're great for what they are, but those were just those were the main reasons that I decided to skedaddle, and head to Vanguard. And so now I have an E-Trade and Vanguard brokerage account and a Vanguard IRA. That's it. No drama here. All right, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.